Hey guys, Mr. Moody here. While you're watching this video, feel free to pause to take notes. The question that's going to drive today's lesson is, what should I focus on when typing my first draft? One important thing to keep in mind is that before you start, you should have a handwritten draft. So basically, you aren't going to write your very first draft on the computer. You need to make sure that you have something written already that we're going to type and add to as you write more of a second draft on the computer. The first thing I want you to think about when you're typing your draft is I want you to think about details related to the character, okay, and adding character details. One of the three things that Greg Doyle really does well in his writing is gets us to know the characters and the people in the story. So you want to add new details. Second thing I really want you to focus on is use your setting to create atmosphere. Create an atmosphere with setting details. So that just means adding in, layering in little things that you maybe didn't think of right away, layering in small details to make it real. That's the time and the place. So if we're starting your story in a library or something, what does that smell like? Is it like the dusty mildew scent of 100-year-old books filled Leslie's nostrils with every inhale? I don't know, like these little details you could add in to make it seem more real. My third tip has to do with the conflict, but what I'm going to kind of focus on here is emotions related to that conflict. Okay? Emotions. People are emotional beings. You and me, we are emotional, much more so than non-human things. You know, my phone is a lot less emotional than a person. So when I write about a person, I need them to be happy. I need them to be sad. I need them to be angry or upset. So whatever you do with your emotions, by adding in these with your people, it's going to just make it more real for the reader, make them care more. So add people's emotions. And you can do that in creative ways too. My fourth tip is going to be to add quotes. The people who were there, I want to hear people talk. I want to see their words. I want to hear what they have to say about their experience. Dialogue between two people can make a scene really come alive. By having somebody else's words here and there, it'll just seem more authentic, and people won't get bored with you. So let's be honest, sometimes our writing can get boring. You can spice it up by adding quotes and dialogue into your writing. And my final tip for drafting your story or doing the typed draft of your story is when you get to the end, at the end, make it clear why your story has value. Make it meaningful. Make it meaningful. So a couple questions to ask yourself here. Like what kind of an emotional note do you want to end on? That could make it meaningful by what kind of emotional ending note? Like, do you want it to be triumphant? You want it to feel hopeful? Triumphant? Sad? What do you want it to feel like at the end? Do you want your audience to feel inspired by kind of choosing a way you want your audience to feel at the end and using some words to make them feel that way? You can add meaning to the end of the story. Also consider why does this story have value? Your reader should be able to answer the question, so what? After their reading, they should be able to answer that question from that ending. So with those tips, with those things in mind that are now in your notebook, I would like you to make sure that you focus on those things while you're typing your draft in class today. I'll see you guys later. Bye.